So this video highlights a new feature, a new piece of functionality in the Adaptable Blotter called alerts. And as the name implies, alerts allow you to define what changes in your data you want to be alerted about, what you want to know about, how you want to be informed, and what you want to do with that information. So let's start by creating an alert. Let's open the alerts toolbar. So we'll add that, and then we take that one out because we don't need it. So there we are. This is the alerts toolbar. So let's first create an alert. And like most adaptable blotters, you create an object through the wizard to define exactly what you mean by an alert. So in our case, we'll keep it very simple. And we will say we just want to know whenever, say, this bid offer spread column changes a particular way. So you can have an alert for any change, or you can have an alert when the new value in that column matches a certain rule. It might change by a certain amount or by a certain percentage. You might want to know if it's negative or positive, or if it's between, or whatever you want to know. Let's keep it simple. We say we want to know whenever the value in this column is going to be greater than, let's say, 15. And you can treat it either as information, warning, or error. That just basically defines what gets logged, the severity. So we'll do it as a warning and show as a pop-up. Let's do that for the moment so you can see it more easily. If you want to, you can make it dependent upon other in the grid. So you can say only show it me if it's 15 and if this column is X and that column's Y and whatever you want. So you can make it as granular as you need. So there we are. If the bid offer spread's greater than 15, show me a warning. So now if I go to the bid offer spread column, if I make it 11, that's fine. But if I make it 17, I get a warning to say the bid offer spread is greater than 15. And I can also see it here. I can clear it. If you don't want to see the pop-up, then you can do that. You just need to change it. So we can edit it. We'll say, don't show me a pop-up, but just show it me as a warning. And now if I change this to 19, there we are. I can see this, you get the new. I can see there's one alert. And if I open it, I can see all they are. So you can have as many alerts as you want, and you can see them all, and you can clear either all of them or individually. So far we've seen an alert where I've made the change to the data. But what happens if someone else changes the data source? Well, alerts will still work. I'm using a kind of static data source, so it's quite hard to demo that to you. But I've kind of done a little hack in the code behind. So if you take a look at this function here, we've got a hack which we basically say that if the quick search is equal to #demohack, then we're going to change the value of the bid offer spread in the fourth row to be 20. So it's a bit of a silly hack, but hopefully we give you an idea of this is what happens if the underlying data changes. So let's do that. So if I go to #demohack, then you see the bid offer spread here changed to 20 because that's what we asked it to do. But immediately we got the same alert and we were able to see where it is, what it is, and then as soon as we know about it, to clear it. So alerts tell you when things change. They don't prevent the change. If you want to prevent certain changes, then we have a very similar function called cell validation, and that prevents validation. Alerts is just about being told whenever anything changes, and as I say, you can see it here. You can see it as a pop-up. If you're using OpenFin, then you can see it in the sys tray. And also, actually, if you're using AG Grid, you can also see it in the new tab as well. So there we are, alerts, a very simple function that allows you to define what changes in your data you want to know about in order to react to it according to your needs. Thanks for watching, and as ever, any questions, please get in touch.